Deontay, you guys have a common thread, that maybe not realizing it. Your communities have both endured horrible tragedies. Him with the tornado a couple years ago in Tuscaloosa, of course, in Haiti with what went on there. And it gave him a sense of appreciation for what he has. Can you talk about the appreciation you have of what you've got when you know so many of your countrymen are still struggling 5 years later to rebuild lives and get things together?
Well, I think it's all about giving them a sense of something to look forward to, something to cherish. We all have dreams. Sometimes people actually have dreams. They have the ability to take the dream and cherish it. Sometimes they give up because it's too hard. This is where I come and try to boost them up and have them, giving them like maybe like a little tap on the shoulder, not giving up. It's all about faith. It's all about believing in yourself and other things that you really want to do.
When this fight was first mandated on you, I know you were sort of kind of scratching your head on how Wilder got in the mandatory spot for the world title based on his competition, and you said there were a lot of more worthy guys in the top 10. Do you still kind of look back at the guys he's fought and scratch your head at all and say, how am I being mandated for this guy?
Well, that was at the time. I don't think that was before I heard he was mandatory or whoever. When I heard that he was the mandatory of me and Areola.
Yeah.
But after that, no, I mean, I didn't. First of all, this camp we didn't base the camp on his history of the fight.
Yeah.
You know, we trained like he was the best thing out there. We trained like we trained like he was a champion. So we didn't talk about, well, you know, he didn't have this type of, he didn't fought guys in the past 4 rounds. We trained like he went 12 rounds his whole fight. We trained like he was the best.
But not only that, let me enlighten you. He fought 2 or 3 mandatories for the fight. You know, because he had to fight Areola twice, you know what I mean? And in that time, it prevented him from fighting, you know, when he was going to fight Vitaly Klitschko. And so that took another 1.5 to 2 years of not being able to fight anyone, because if you fight when you're trying to get to be the mandatory challenger or fighting for the title, then you can't go out and fight any incidental fights. This man has done a remarkable job of doing what he did under the 2 or 3 fights that had to get to be the champion by just being the mandatory challenger. And as you know, Vitaly Klitschko was decided to work with the Ukraine, which I think is a very noble thing. But he kept the division tied up for a 1.5 to 2 years. You know, with the way that Jose Sulaiman, my dear friend, would always be able to give him an opportunity. So that's got to be also put into the thing. And this man has been a tremendous attribute to the sport of boxing. He showed what dedication and commitment means in his pursuit of excellence. And he was handicapped, you know, to keep repeating fighting, as you all know, with a fighter that has not fought a top 10 fight to even be in the rankings, to become a mandatory. But that was, again, because of my dear friend Jose Sulaiman had promised that, you know, if he kept winning, they would be able to get this. And so in referring back to him and paying tribute to him, he got the mandatory position. And so we want to give Jose a 10-bell count on this thing going out on this fight, because it's a year. The 16th is the anniversary of his death. And so we're celebrating a lot of things here. That Ali's birthday, you know, it's the same month, when he's the 40th anniversary of the Rumble in the Jungle. And so in the Thriller in Manila, it's the 2015 to be the 40th anniversary of the Thriller in Manila. And so here we got a guy is celebrating the return of boxing back to the people, the return to glory. And that's why I'm so very proud of him and his team to be able to put him in a position, and he have the motivation, inspiration, dedication, and commitment to make these things happen. So everybody, we are looking forward to an exciting fight, but more importantly, it's a fight for the people. And he's a people's type of champion. So we're going to have the glory back here in the United States, and we're going to be able to demonstrate to the world, friend and foe alike, as the heavyweights go, so goes boxing. So I'm very excited about that, and so you know the inside facts of what is happening here. We are dealing with what is real, and not as what is prophesied or what they're going to intend, woulda, coulda, shoulda. No, we're dealing with the real deal here. You know what I mean? And so my man is ready to fight anybody and everybody, but we want to be able to choose, after this mandatory fight as to who we do, rather than keep being mandated on fights that have to be whoever, for whatever reason they come up.
Were you surprised he didn't get a voluntary? Before he even got in the ring, they said the winner had to fight Wilder, and the winner of that had to fight Jennings, and it seemed like it was like mandatory after mandatory.
Yes, and that's why we registered our complaint on that, So, but the thing, this mandatory, we don't want no more mandatories right now, you know what I mean? Because we had more mandatories than anybody else, non-champion and champion. You know what I mean? In order to try to get there, so now we want to take boxing and go back to the people with it. And when he knocks this guy out, it will be it'll be a fantastic situation for everybody in boxing, and we can again recapture the glory of yesteryear to bring Las Vegas back. Because as you know, all of you guys are Las Vegas writers. You know what I mean? And you're seeing the deterioration of what it is by not giving the people that involvement that they can be able to say when is the next one. You know what I mean? Because nobody cares about the next one because they don't care about the one that's coming. You got to be able to, reinvigorate the masses of the people as to what boxing truly means. You know what I mean? That you can come from the level of poverty, you can come from the level of you being yesterday's nobody and tomorrow's somebody. And you can't call timeout, sit in a substitute. If you run out of gas, there ain't no gas station in sight. You got to deal with your problem extemporaneously right before you. So if you get knocked down, you get back up, dust yourself off, and get back into the game. That's why I'm proud of this young man here, and he's the kind of guy that can really bring glory to the sport. In doing that, that means it helps a lot of people, motivate, inspiration, and you gain fame, acclaim, and influence, and simultaneously. So we're happy to be back here with Kevin and all the guys in Vegas to see history in the making. They know both sides of the coin. Now they can see what it is with the new adventure of being able to bear witness to this great event we're going to take on Saturday night.
Bermane, Deontay was saying he feels he's hungrier than you. He wants the title and he wants to hold it, and he thinks that you're happy just by having it. Why do you think he would say that? Do you think he's just hyping himself up? Or?
Of course he is. I don't think Deontay knows what it takes to get to this level. I think it was just given to him. It was given to him. I went my way up there. I paid my dues to have the title. So what can I say? He's promoting himself pretty good.
Yeah.
Better than my promoter, his promoter. So I don't really care about what he says or do. I know what I do, he's not doing it. I know my skills is, I got better skills than him. There's nothing that I really don't know how to answer your question.
Well, it seems like there's experts, insiders, and they're all over the board. Some are picking you, some are picking him. Some are saying he can't go past 4 rounds. Some are saying he's too big for you. You're going to be able to get inside. When you hear all this stuff, I mean, you're the one that's in there, obviously, not the people making the prediction. What do you think by all this just talk that's going, both ways?
Well, these are people that these are just opinions.
Right.
People that talks, that's like talking like, there's, look, there's, what we worked on in camp, and my abilities are pretty much better. I think what they based their training camp on was my last 2 fights with Areola, which is very dangerous for them. Because obviously their focus is on the way I fought Areola, and this fight on Saturday is going to be like night and day.
When I've interviewed you before, you said you like fighting taller guys. That's like one of your favorite types from the amateurs on up.
I love it. It's on record. You can go out and look at it. It's on YouTube and everywhere. Yeah, these are my specialties, and I love tall guys and bigger guys. Saturday night, what better way to show you that what I'm telling you is the truth, what I'm speaking is the truth. I mean, it's not going to take me. It's not going to take me long. It won't take me long. You know. If that's what he wants to do, talk to hype himself or to give himself some kind of boost, or to convince people. Obviously, he's done a good job. Then that's what he wants to do. But facts are that I'm a better fighter, and not even that. I'm not just a better fighter. I'm the heavyweight champion of the world.
Can you talk about the impact that Don House has had on your career? I mean, Don seems to me to be one of the more underrated guys. You know, he doesn't get mentioned with Freddie Roach or, you know, when Emmanuel Stewart was alive on that level of trainer, but it seems like he's a really good overall complete trainer. Can you, you know, kind of assess him and what he's meant to you in terms of your career?
Well, Don is not a trainer. Don is a teacher. You know, everything I do in the ring, how I do it, it's all him. It's an image of him. I've been with House from day one. It's pretty much it's pretty much the whole team. You know, you need a great team. You need a great team to prevail into what you're doing. If a team can communicate without talking to each other, this is like the best team ever. You go from
He's here.
You go from the promoter to the trainer to the manager to the assistant trainer, Victor. All of these guys, sometimes we don't even have to speak to each other, and we automatically know what's the next move.